According to surveys from American National Election Studies, in 1956, 65% of white Americans believed that the government should guarantee jobs and provide a universal basic income. This means that in 1956, 65% of white Americans thought the government should guarantee them a job and a monthly check of cash money. So during this golden era so many feel nostalgic over, the majority of white people in the US supported a more involved government that would ensure job opportunities and a minimum standard of living. And this was entirely feasible for the wealthiest country in the world. But by 1960, the number of white Americans in favor of a government with such involvement began to decrease, and by 1964, that number dropped from 65% at the end of the 1950s to just 35%. What could have caused this shift in public opinion? On August 28, 1963, America's television screens were tuned in to the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. This was a massive demonstration with a turnout of 250,000 people aimed to advocate for civil rights and economic justice. It was the peak of the civil rights movement. The march included Dr. King's famous I Have a Dream speech. And although we all know about this speech, what we don't really hear about were the demands that were made by marginalized groups, most notably African Americans. Their demands went beyond equality and an end to segregation. They sought the same guarantees that white Americans had been pursuing from the government, which included a higher minimum wage for their occupations, job security, and for investment to address generational poverty created by historic systemic racism. Following this, a dramatic shift occurred in white Americans' attitudes towards government involvement. The term fiscally conservative was born and was adopted quickly across the country. The previously popular pro-government ideology vanished rapidly, giving way to a new, more subtle form of racism known today as racial resentment.